How's it going, everyone? It's the Cheesecake Trent Sneed up in the booth here tonight for round number 5 of Wild Horses Short Track Series. We're at SOBO for the PeePaw Classic 100. Big thanks to Adam Crozier from AC Racing Graphix for sponsoring another event here this season. And this is in celebration of that old fart in the 44, old PeePaw Cliff Mullins. He is incredibly old, so we're letting him know the most painful and most rude way we know how by calling him PeePaw. So, yeah. With 2 minutes remaining here, we'll go ahead and get our standings up on the screen here. Right now, Lucas Hoytsma is your points leader and the championship favorite over PeePaw Cliff Mullins. Andrew Beats is third, followed by Matt Stern and Dan Adkins around your top 5. Then it's Harry Grindell, Lucas Edwards, Jeremy Scherer, Daniel Llewellyn, and Dakota Lee round out the top 10. Then it's last week's winner, Hayden Lowell, Ian Montrose, Marquis Smith, Gatlin Downey, Adam Crozier, and Dalton Hayes round out the rest of our points drivers. Like we got 10 guys so far registered for this one. So far, Blake Giglio in the 16 is the fastest guy out on track. Hayden Lowell 3 100ths behind, followed by Lucas Edwards at an extra 1,000th to it. And pretty much the top 6 separated by less than a 10th. Giglio, no stranger to really Wild Horse or the Super Late Model Series in Wild Horse. I think he's been a part of every season we've had, this being season 3 of it. And he is, as you can see, he's really good at it. Him, Lowell, and Hoytsma the immediate favorites. Lucas Edwards in the 87th being third. He's showing speed tonight in practice. Cliff Mullins second in points. He's the dark horse for this one. 30 seconds remain in practice, and we'll jump to hot laps. All right, time for qualifying. Let's see who the first drivers out on track are going to be. Looking for gray numbers. Right now I'm seeing the 44 Cliff Mullins on pit road, as well as the 9 of Lucas Hoytsma. And Hoytsma going to be the first driver out on track. That precision setup's number 9. Looking for a return of Casey Kane Fridays. PeePaw also out on track. AC Racing Graphix, Pontiac. Last week's winner, Hayden Lowell. Dakota Lee, Matthew Stern. And that's currently all the drivers currently out on track. And Hoytsma right now, fastest guy out here, as I thought I disabled that pop-up notification. I guess I didn't. Oops. So Hoytsma just passed by the 56 of Hayden, and Hayden has died at the end of turn 4. That's going to be tarps and ambulance for the number 56 machine. Dakota Lee jumps to P2, 1/10 off. Dan Adkins in the 91 machine, 14.604, jumps to the top of the board. I believe Dan joined either on week 2 or week 3 and immediately made a splash by winning that event. Him and Lucas were the early favorites. And here he is going to the top of the board. Hayden Lowell P2, Dakota Lee P3, Hoysma P4. We're waiting to see the number 16 pull out on track. It's Lucas Edwards in the 87. First lap has him. Oh, he hasn't put in a lap. Yep. I think that was Scherer that just put in a lap time. Scherer, go ahead and pulls off. Edwards' first lap puts in P5. About 2/10 off as he works his way off corner number 4. So I have the hiccups. Edwards going to stay P5. A.D. Waddick. And Giglio out on track. And to the surprise of absolute no one, Giglio top of the board. And that is pretty much going to do it for qualifying. The only driver that has not put down a lap is the 23 of Daniel Llewellyn. And I don't even show him on pit road, so. So that is going to do it for qualifying. I got too much to say in this little intermission. Except big thanks to Adam Crozier once again from AC Racing Graphix for sponsoring tonight's event. The PeePaw Classic 100 at SOBO. Once again, celebrating the fact that Cliff Mullins is incredibly old. And qualifying finally comes to an end. We'll go ahead and get our starting lineup. Starting on pole, going to be the number 16 machine of Blake Giglio. Second going to be the number 91 of Dan Atkins. Third is going to be the number 56 of Hayden Lowell. Fourth is going to be the number 3 machine of Dakota Lee. Fourth, we have the number 9 of Lucas Hoytsma. Sixth, going to be number 87 of Lucas Edwards. Seventh, going to be the number 4 of Matthew Stern. Eighth is going to be the number 44 of PeePaw Mullins. Ninth is going to be the 15 of Jeremy Scherer. And round out your field here tonight going to be the 23 of Daniel Llewellyn. Looks like I'm going to have to jump through dimensions again to get this pole sitter interview. Blake, you got me.
How's it going?
You know, having to jump through interdimensional portals for pole sitter interviews, so same soup reheated.
My bad.
Oh, you're good. Everyone else is doing it to me. Well, what's the plan to keep that thing out here for 100 laps?
You know me, Trenton. I think you know what's gonna be my answer here. We're starting up front though, so it's gonna be hard not to get ran over doing what Blake loves to do. You know, so.
Well, this is your wheelhouse. You got 100 laps and only one tire set. Got to make it last the whole way.
That's kind of what I'm hoping. I'm hoping we can do a good job of keeping the tires on it, but you know how these late model races go, so we'll see. And hopefully we're talking again tonight.
Alrighty, good luck to you, Blake.
Thank you.
Giglio, your pole sitter. If you are new here by some chance you don't know, Blake is, I'm not even going to say arguably, he is the absolute best I have ever seen in my 11 years. Oh my god, I've been on this sim for 11 years. Hold on, I'm going to go have a midlife crisis. Yeah, he is the best at saving tires, and that has hit me like a ton of bricks. Oh, God. Can I please retire? I've been here for a while, man. Put me out in the pasture, please. Put me out of my misery. All right, well, with that little crisis averted, they're going to rumble through turns 3 and 4. I think we're going to see that Pace Tater make his way onto pit road here. And, yep, there it goes. Barney the Flagman has the green one in his hand, and as they come off turn number 4, the PeePaw Classic 100 is underway. 2 wide for the lead between Giglio and Atkins. Giglio able to clear. Hayden Lowell now goes to the inside of the 91, side by side for that second spot. Lucas falling there in that red number 9 in 4th. Giglio clear with the early lead. Dan trying to get up there. And he is. Atkins side by side for the race lead now. Just not able to get the power back down. These default TV angles are not great at SOBO. I kind of forgot about that. So I'm going to be struggling with camera views all night long. Just fine. We're used to seeing subpar camera work. As the 56 going to give a shot to the 16 through 3 and 4. Trying to push Blake, if not up the racetrack, just out ahead of the 91. That is definitely a strategy to implement at SOBO. 4 laps going to be completed here at the line, and your leader is the 91 of Atkins, fighting for all he's worth here on this outside. If we look off his left rear here, Blake once again saving tire on that inside, waiting for the long run to fully kick in, baby in the tires. And Atkins, just about, he is clear off of corner number 2. So new leader officially here at South Boston, Dan Atkins. Oh, and a bobble there off of 4. Gathers it up. No harm, no foul. Hayden Lowell in the 56 now looking to the inside. And there goes Hoytsma, our points leader.
I'm sorry, man.
Parking lot off of turn number 2. That is literally the whole field.
Lucas on Lucas violence.
I think 4th on back just died. These guys get no quick repair. See what happened. The 87 just got into the back of the 9. Dakota, the only guy in the back able to make it through that. Only one lane opens up to avoid this wreck. And Dakota, the only one able to sneak through it. Never mind. He got into the back of the 87 and got rear-ended. So, yes, 3rd on back involved in this wreck in some shape, form, or fashion. Our points leader involved. PeePaw involved. Matthew Stern involved. Jeremy Scherer. Daniel Lawal, and him getting involved is probably a surprise of no one. But, man, the entire field, 3rd on back. And with no quick repair. Owens with pretty good right rear damage. Ooh. Yep. Good right rear damage. He's blinking a little bit. Matthew Stern on pit road. As well as the 87 of Lucas Edwards. Stern already being a lap down. Stern may have called it a knot. Lights are out. We're going back racing this time. Atkins, your leader and control car. Look off the passenger side here as they come through 3 and 4. Going to wait for him to go. Pace car's in and green flag. Lowell on the outside looking to take that race lead. And that 91, I think, just got a shot from the 16. Hayden Lowell to the race lead. Did the 91 get a bump on that restart? No, just 56 able to get a better start on that outside. So Hayden Lowell on point. Side by side for second spot is the 91 and the 3 machine. Dakota Lee on that outside trying to get that run. We saw the I won't get it very beginning, not able to make that work. He's going to fall in line in third. And now he's under fire from the 16 and Giglio. Trying to zoom it out a little bit. Oh, and a 3's in the outside wall. Oh, no. Oh, my God. From bad to worse. And the 3 is stuck on his... Nah,
I saw that come from a mile away.
Let's see what happened. The 3 bounces off the wall into the 16. Which hooks Blake, unfortunately. The 9 of Hoytsma, he was more or less had nowhere really to go there. Lucas actually looks like he kind of got off scot-free from that. 23 of the wall gets in the fence. And the 87, looking for evasive action there, trying not to hit the 15. Swerves right, unfortunately, right into a Dakota Lee. That destroys the 3-car suspension there. Gets him halfway stuck. I don't know. That's awkward. I don't know how that happens. And Giglio with pretty good left rear damage. Typical SOBO activities. I think I saw there Dakota Lee has called it a night. Yeah, Rowdy. After the accident on lap, I think, 15 of the PeePaw Classic, we have lost Dakota Lee. So Lowell electing the outside. And Giglio on pit road, laps down. That's going to be Blake's bid at it. Gone and done. I think we only got 6 cars on the lead lap, 19 laps in. Green flag in the air. Great start for the 56. Hayden Lowell to the race lead, clear of the 91. How about Scherer, 4th place? He's trying to survive. Right now, he's got a good chance to hold on to this top 5. See how Adkins is able to attack the 56. Hayden really good at 7 tires. We saw that last week at Nashville with the race win. Scherer's still in 4th. Mullins in 5th under heavy fire from the 23 of Daniel Llewellyn. The battle of the Peepaws, and there's contact between the old farts of iRacing. You got Texas fart versus Virginia fart. Which one's the smelliest as they still right on each other's bumper off of turn 2? I think Cliff just has a bit worse damage compared to Daniel. See how that kind of evens out here. I don't know. I think this is the closest battle we got. It's also probably between the two that have the most history. There's a bump. Oh, Cliff in the wall. Very quickly, we'll check on our leader. Hoytsma going around 91 per second. Did something happen to the 91 over there? Does not appear so. I was able to get a good run on him. It's about 9/10 or so separates the 9 between the 56. Kind of a similar story to Nashville last week. Last week it was the 56 of Law holding off. Well, these are my old farts, so I can give them a little slander. I can give them a little crap. Matt Stern in the 4 coming back out on track after a 23-lap repair job. Also with the tires there being a little cooler, he might have pretty good pace. As Hoytsma may have reeled him in for about 7/10, down to 7/10 of a second there. I think the battle is heating up again. Oh no. Oh no, it's still about the same between Cliff and Daniel. Daniel able to wrap that bottom better than Cliff. Watch the 56's line, just kind of get a... yeah, it looks like so wrapping the bottom is the faster way around. Hayden and Lucas both doing that. So Daniel's line, and yep, Daniel just got around the 44. I missed it. I was comparing racing lines. Let's go back and see how he did it. I think he just got to the inside. Yep. Don't know if Cliff meant to... Yeah, I think Cliff just let him around. So Daniel Wallen moves up to P5. Meanwhile, back up front, looks like it's still hovering around 7 or so tenths. Daddy Dave! Dave, if your luck could actually, stay good for the Super Speedway Series, I will push you to a win. That was kind of my goal last week, but I couldn't get to your bumper. But you did get the podium. I think I just saw a wiggle there from the 9. Everyone in the C2X chat says whenever we see Dave up there, if his luck can just hold out, and if Dave wins whatever track we're at, whether it be Daytona or Dega, that place will be torn to the ground. The party will be absolutely legendary. If Dave wins, everybody wins. I don't care who you are. No. I saw you were blinking a bit, but it seemed like you mainly blinked under cautions. Is it the power supply again? Yeah, still monitor this battle potentially for the lead. Lucas is kind of reeling him in a bit here. So they're coming up on lap traffic. It's either the 4 or Matt Stern with that cooler tires from repair, he has caught the... Oh, Mullen's hard in the wall! Oh, and that's going to be right in front of the leaders. Not as close as I thought it'd be. That's something, if you're the 56 you see up there, that is not what you want to see. Getting close to the halfway point in this one. Lucas going for his New Hampshire / I think Phoenix strat. Just get on the apron. There's grip down there. They're making it work, him and Hayden both. And they are coming up on lap traffic. Oh, and the 4 gets into the back of the 44. Caution is out.
PeePaw, what happened?
I accidentally got in the back of him in the corner.
I'd reckon Cliff.
Cliff's probably not happy.
Matt, I've already got 3 minutes of fucking damage from getting ARCA braked earlier.
So Adam, I know it's the PeePaw Classic 100 Memorial Race, and the joke is, Cliff isn't quite the old and gray Memorial. And the joke is, Cliff isn't quite, he's not dead. But that one almost looked fatal. And my ticker just disappeared for me. It's still showing up on OBS. So I'm not going to reboot it. Just try to use my other app on my right to help me with that. But Mullins on pit road. But what that does, that puts the 56 and the 9 right on top of each other here for a restart. As lights are out on the pace car. Lowell gonna choose the bottom. Hoytsma up top. See Jeremy Sher there on that Hellcat Charger. Seen better days with that front end. Green flag in the air. Lowell with a good start. Hoytsma still there in second, able to stay clear of the 91 of Dan Atkins. Running in 4th. And Dale Waller right now rounds out the top 5. And here comes the 44, Mullins. Mullins a lap down. Not for position in this battle with the 23. But Hoytsma on the rear bumper of Hayden Lowell for the race lead. So we look off the rear bumper here. We were full of Dodge Charger. And here comes Atkins in the 91 as well. Has Dan been saving his tires here? Taking notes from last week. Getting close to 40 to go. And the 9 all over the rear bumper of the 56. Bumper. Very, very lightly used there, I believe. How much patience does Lucas have? He about got on the fence there. Still all over the rear bumper of Hayden Lowell. And Atkins right there to capitalize if any one of them make a slip. And the 91 may have just grazed the, or not the 91, the 9 may have just grazed the fence right there. Off of 2. Just trying to get back to that bumper. 56 holding maybe a half or so car length. Just looking for where the speed is. Oh, and the 56, I think, got in the wall there, according to the backstretch camera. I thought he looked a little wide coming off of 2. Hi, Andrew.
Alrighty.
I heard an alrighty. I smell beef. Okay, I don't immediately see anything going back to this battlefield lane. So gap pulling right at car length or so. The 91 kind of falling back. Looks like just right at a second. Coming to 30 to go. The battle still between Hayden Lowell and Lucas Hoitzma. And right on the bumper again. Couldn't make it happen. Oh, he's right there. I think netcode contact. On the little grill cam here on the 9. Seeing a whole lot of fuel cell. Lucas is right there, just trying to force 56 into a mistake or just barely get to him enough to move up the track without wrecking him. With these sloped bumpers, really, really hard to do. Hayden doing an absolutely admirable job of keeping cool under pressure. I don't think the pressure can get any higher than that. A little bit of wheel spin and a little bit of wall for the 9. Coming to 25 laps to go, the last quarter of the race. Track looks relatively clear. I think that's a little walling up there. More lap traffic. I don't know if he's going to be a factor or not. Lucas is able to roll the center. Looks like a bit better than Hayden. Just the problem, there's not much of a passing opportunity with that. The tires are worn to the point where it doesn't look like you can really make much happen on the outside anymore. The pass is going to be done on the bottom, but you just can't get under him. Another nudge. Friendly reminder of, hey, I'm here. I want that lead. That's a bigger nudge. That's another nudge. 20 to go. This would be Hayden's second win of the season, his second win in a row. And if Lucas can get around him, this would be his third win of the season. And I believe, if not already, would lock up his championship. Lucas trying to dime in the corner, trying to get that runoff corner exit. Still can't quite get under him. And they have caught the lap car of Daniel Llewellyn. Waits with bated breath. And Daniel, oh no! That's what I was afraid would happen. Contact between the 23 and the 56. Lucas backing off. That's always a possibility every week. I say it every week. There's history between the 56 and the 23. We just saw it right there. They keep it going. The battle for the lead resumes. I don't think Lucas wanted to pass him like that. Check on Atkins. Atkins for a moment thought he saw a checkered flag with his name on it. There's another bump. They are coming up on the lap cars of Matthew Stern and Cliff Mullins. Don't know how much of a factor they're going to be in this. They are being, I think they're going to catch them. Oh, that's a big shot to the rear end of the 56. Ten to go. They are rapidly approaching the lap cars. Both Hayden and Lucas trying to get all the grip they can from the apron. Hayden desperately trying to hold on for coming to 7 more laps. Lucas is using the bumper. He's been using the bumper for the past 30 or so laps. He's wanting around him. He wants this win too. And Cliff side by side with Stern up there. That is not for position. That is the absolute last thing you want to see as the leaders. And they're still too wide. Oh boy. Stern goes to the outside. He's going to try and get out of everyone's way. Oh, and he's in the wall, almost into the side of the 56 and the 9. Where does PeePaw go? Looks like he's staying to the outside 4 now. And he goes to the bottom and now ventures to the top. Coming to 3 laps to go. 3 to go. We stay on board with the 9-4 now. We'll turn it to the TV2 cam. And the 44 and the 4 are dooring each other down the back straight. Now what you want to see, 2 laps to go. Oh, that's not what we want to see back there. Definitely some history brewing. They come off for a white flag in the air. 1 lap to go from SOBO. How much harder does the 9 use the bumper here? Down the back straight for the final time. He has 1 last chance at it. He throws it in. He throws it in deep, and the 56 did too. Off of turn number 4, Hayden Lowell, 2 for 2. It kind of looks like there with the 9 getting sideways, Hayden saw the charge coming, so he just threw it in the corner as deep and made it work. Your winner of the PeePaw Classic 100 at SOBO. Hadel, you got me.
Yeah, I got you, Trent.
Well, man, that last half of the race was an absolute dogfight between you and Lucas, and it looked like the final corner, you saw the send coming. It looks like you sent it in as hard to avoid it. Talk me through it.
Yeah, he had been gently nudging me along for a couple of different times there. And, yeah, I kind of knew that, I mean, hey, short track Friday night action bumper is absolutely in play, and drove it into turn 3 on that final lap, up the hill a little deeper intentionally, and I kind of thought that Lucas would try to predict the bump to the bottom, so that's why I drove up the hill a little bit, and he kind of followed me in, and he got real close, and I throttled up mid-corner to make sure he couldn't get to my rear bumper, and he didn't. We could just kind of turn down the hill off of 4 and got to the checker flag first.
Yeah, and I knew I've been kind of teasing it or mentioning it for the past couple weeks. How butt clenching was the incident between you and Daniel?
Man, that was something. I knew that I really couldn't waste time around him, and I had to get around him, but I wanted to do it clean without touching him. And that checkup to try to turn down underneath him, Lucas got into the back of me, which means I get into Daniel. So Daniel's now all crossed up, and he's trying to save it coming down the track. And Lucas is screaming like, "No, it's not his fault. It's not his fault." And
I don't know. He could have
trying
just
to
went
get
high and got
Daniel
out of
to-
y'all's way.
Yeah, but I mean, he's racing there to see if like he can get lucky and get a like a quick caution. But
Yeah, him being the caution.
well, look, but it was definitely butt clenching, and I'm glad I took a shit before the race and not during it.
Yes, sir, because I took one for all of y'all. But either way, man, congrats on winning the PeePaw Classic 100 here at SOBO. Any sponsor shout-outs on that Mustang?
Yeah, Napa Auto Parts, Arc Music, C2X, Madigan Motorsports, Low Drag Esports as always. You, Trent, for putting on the broadcast. Cliff for sponsoring this, and everyone for coming out and putting on, honestly, quite a clean race for how the first 10 or 15 laps looked to have that kind of race for the last 75. Very impressive, and shout out to everyone for that.
Yes, sir. Well, congrats once again on your second win in a row.
Thank you very much, Trent.
I
Hey,
know.
Lowell.
Just go to twitch.tv while you're logged into
I
that
went to the wrong
account.
channel. I somehow moved myself. I fear I'm an idiot.
You know what? Close enough for government work.
There we go. Yeah, especially a chat with Davis. That's scary. Wild Horse Broadcasting could have been canceled right there. Nah, who gives a shit? I most certainly don't. All right, let's see if we can bring in old Lou Hoyt. What if I actually clicked the right thing this time? Oh my god, I did. Lucas, you got me.
Yes, sir.
Well, man, you started 5th, worked your way up here to 2nd, and had a dogfight with Hayden for pretty much the last half of this race. I saw you used every trick you had, and the fact that the nose of your car is still somehow round is beyond me. Talk me through, was there anything else you could have done?
Yeah, I mean, the start of the race, I got kind of, the other Lucas had it out for me, I guess. No, it was a simple mistake, but picked up a little bit of damage from that according to my crew chief. The car looked fine, though, so I didn't even come down and fix it. And, off that restart, duking it out with Hayden. At first, I was just kind of okay with sitting behind him and making sure I didn't burn my stuff off, but as we got closer to the end, I started feeling the pressure, so I started giving him those bumpers. And first they started as little taps, then I realized these things are planted, so started getting a little more aggressive. That still wasn't getting the job done, and I felt like anymore I was going to wreck him. I almost did that one time when Daniel was next to him. So glad those two were able to save it, and gave it one last hurrah there, coming into 3 and 4 in the last lap, and everybody would see that coming. So I didn't want to wreck him for it. That was an awesome, awesome race, and that's what short track racing's all about, right there.
Yes, sir. Well, man, extend your points lead. I'm pretty sure you've got it locked up. So early congrats, unless something happens, which hopefully not. But either way, you've had a hell of a season with another podium. You got any sponsor shout-outs, that number 9?
Absolutely. Huge shout out to you for broadcasting it, Andrew, and everybody for putting this thing on. Everybody for racing tonight. Shout out to Casey Kane on this Casey Kane Friday. It's a beautiful Casey Kane Friday. And shout out to my boy Biff. If anybody didn't see the memorial service today, I encourage you to watch it. Honor the man and his family and everybody else on that tragedy. But yeah, that's it.
All right, man. Well, congrats once again on that podium.
Thank you, sir.
Lou Hoyt, P2 here tonight. P3, Dan Atkins, and I don't see him in Discord. He's probably confused, wondering where I am, because I had to go into the other Discord. So guess we will not get the P3 interview. But Dan Atkins, your third place finisher here tonight. And with that, that will pretty much do it for me here at the Wild Horse Broadcast Network. This has been the PeePaw Classic 100 at SOBO. Hope y'all enjoyed. We'll see y'all next week.